Damien J. Deal presents my thoughts on the Nintendo Switch 2 console and system. Hello guys, today I'm looking into some thoughts on the Nintendo Switch 2 console and its system. So guys, something I don't like for the Nintendo Switch 2 console is that the console costs $450 when the pre-ordering day comes for the Nintendo Switch 2 and its official or early release, which is the console that had its official release as of today, Thursday, June 5th, 2025, and in its early release, which is Wednesday, April 2nd, 2025, which is a lot of money. And after the pre-ordering day is over, after its official release that lasted for a few days or more, or in its early release over 2 months ago, which is Wednesday, April 2nd, 2025, it will have to cost $500, or keep the same price as $450, and that the first Nintendo Switch 2 game called Mario Kart World will have to cost $80. Oh, and something I don't like about the Nintendo Switch 2 system is that when the person presses the game chat button on the red Joy-Con 2, the Nintendo Switch 2 single quote S game chat sound effect clearly said the N-word in the Nintendo Direct trailer for the Nintendo Switch 2, which is racist to black people, and I hope they change the game chat sound effect in the Nintendo Switch 2 single quote S second software update to show something like this. And lastly, I actually don't know who the person is in the Nintendo Direct trailer for the Nintendo Switch 2, so guys, can you comment on who the person is in this trailer? Let me know in the comments below this video. And lastly, here is what the new game chat sound effect for the Nintendo Switch 2 actually has to sound like in its second software update. Now, back to my thoughts on the Nintendo Switch 2. So guys, we all hate when this happens. The game chat, or should I say voice chat, feature requires a Nintendo Switch Online subscription to use it. But in order to use a Nintendo Switch Online membership, you have to pay $3 to $4 for the 1 month access, $8 for the 3 month access, $20 for the 1 year access, and for 2 or more accounts, pay $35 for the 1 year access, which is so bad for Nintendo fans that want the Nintendo Switch Online so much for the Nintendo Switch 1 and or 2 consoles. Or should I say systems, but there's another Nintendo Switch 2 game releasing in July 2025 called Donkey Kong Bonanza, and I think that this game is kinda okay or bad, so I might possibly rate it a 5.5 to 6 out of 10 stars. And the last thing I hate about the Nintendo Switch 2 system is that people are saying that the mouse feature for the Nintendo Switch 2 system sucks because of something like this. But the only things I like about the Nintendo Switch 2 system are that there's an extra option on the system settings menu in the system menu called Stop Charging around 90%, which is an option where, if you charge your Nintendo Switch 2 system that is at around 79 to 82%, the console will automatically stop charging at around 90%, which is 88%, which slightly reduces the amount of playtime needed for your Nintendo Switch 2 console, and people are saying that this feature is very important for your Nintendo Switch 2 system. But you can either keep the option turned off for the Nintendo Switch 2 to charge up to 100%, or turn this option on to slightly reduce the amount of playtime needed for your Nintendo Switch 2 system, which is at 88%, and that you can set up a 4 to 8 digit PIN or password for the Nintendo Switch 2 system to prevent unwanted people, like criminals, from trying to use your features, or even games. Like for example, when I get either a Nintendo Switch 2 for my 12th birthday or either not get it at all, I can set up a PIN or password to 6174 to prevent people from trying to use features I already put for my Nintendo Switch 2 system. And other things I like about the Nintendo Switch 2 console and system are that it has cool sound effects except for the game chat sound effect, which are the sound effects for the Nintendo Switch 2 system I hate due to it saying the N-word, which is racist to black people, the Nintendo Switch 2 having the magnetic Joy-Cons, the Nintendo Switch 2 having new profile picture icons, and many more things and features I like about the Nintendo Switch 2 console and system. So guys, the overall rating for the Nintendo Switch 2 system is either a 4 out of 10 stars or a 6 out of 10 stars, but I might suggest that I rate the Nintendo Switch 2 as 6 out of 10 stars, because this console wasn't bad at all, except that the price for the Nintendo Switch 2 is either $450 or $500. So guys, goodbye, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell button so if you don't want to miss new videos.